Hi everybody, thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. I'm so excited. It's June, and of course it's a little bit into June, but June is the start of the new catalog. It's such a gorgeous catalog. I just absolutely love it, and I'm so glad that we finally can show the insides. This is my favorite one. I'm going to be making a card with it soon. But my second favorite set is this one that we're going to use today. Color Theory is the Colorful Seasons. I bought this whole bundle that comes with papers, these glitter enamel dots, beautiful ribbon, and actually even some cards for the new Memory and More set. So today we're going to use the stamp set. I use the framelits to cut out stuff, and I use this gorgeous paper. So this is what is going to be my sweet treats for the month for any customers buying $25 or more using the hostess code. I will put the hostess code in the box below. Also will be on my blog. But remember, if you spend over $150, you don't want to use the hostess code because you want to get those rewards yourself. You still get my sweet treats, but you want to use your hostess rewards. So we're going to jump right in. And if you don't have a catalog, be sure to go on to shannasweets.stampinup.net and request one, and I will be glad to send it out to you. So these are the two cards that are part of my sweet treats this month, using this great set. And I love these uplifting sentiments that are in this. These are just great cards to send to your friend just to give them some uplifting encouragement. And I think that's a great thing just to get in the mail to let someone know you're thinking about them. So these, I picked all new colors from this month, this year. These are the new in colors: Lemon Lime Twist, Powdered Pink, and Berry Burst. These are three of the new in colors. Very bright, colorful, wonderful colors to brighten the day. We're using the Powdered Pink cardstock as our base. Of course, it's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just going to fold it in half. Not very difficult layering on here today. And then I have the Berry Burst that is 4 by 5.25. I just had to change this out, and I guess I should have done it on film because it was like super simple to change out the snail adhesive. This part just pops off. This is your refill, comes like this, and poof, it just pops back in. Of course, I'm going to make it difficult, I guess. Yeah, see, I just said how super simple it was. There we go. It is when you line it up. So that's going to be our bottom layer. So we're going to do background stamping for the white piece. And I decided I wanted a little pop, so I used the Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm going to use this leaf. So I wanted to do two different tones. I didn't want it, you can either do it all one tone yourself, or so I picked one corner and then I stamped off and then did I'm going to kind of change direction a little bit here and there, and then did one lighter, and then of course change the direction a little bit here again, maybe I'm going to pick stamp off again. So I get I have a Stampin' Scrubber here to clean my, and if you look in the corners here, you can see a little dry side and a little wet side. About to put I'm done with my greens, so let me move that. And then this is the Stampin' Mist, so you just put a little couple squirts on the wet side, and then just clean off the stamp. And this is our Colorful Season stamp set. Right here, it does have two. I have the clear stamps. I just like the clear stamps over the wood blocks, but you know, whatever floats your boat. So then I made 2 layers. So this is a 5 by 3 3/4 layer here, and that's going to just line up in the middle again. And then this one I have going clear across, so the pink, the powdered pink on this one is also 5, but it's 5 by 2. Oh, so before I take that down real quick, I'm going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So I put the sentiment, "You Make Me Smile," and I did it in the Berry Burst because I want to line it up just down here at the bottom. Now that Berry Burst does stain your stamps, but it's still perfectly usable. Just nice little pink hue on your stamps. And I did that first because this is where I wanted to line I lined my pink like right above it. And then this is this Color Theory paper. So this Color Theory paper has a crackle, and I kind of wanted the white end on the above the sentiment because I'm going to put my lawn chair on the other side. Now I do have the paper sitting here next to me. The paper comes, you have, this looks like paint swatches, and then you have crackle on the other side. And so see, here's a deeper and a darker, and then there's even the ombre. I've used the blue, I think I've used some of the pink ombre. Let me see if I can show you. So here's a yellow ombre where the color gets darker. So for my chair, I actually cut it out twice, and we actually, in the new catalog, we have BZUKXYZG adhesive paper. So what I did is I put the adhesive paper on the back of both my powdered pink and my colored designer paper, and then so sometimes so I'm going to take this off this one first and then line it up. I just wanted a little extra thickness on this chair, so I didn't want to have to use foam dots to stand it up. And I wanted a little bit of a shadow effect, so that's kind of why I picked that. Now sometimes when you take the adhesive paper off, it'll pull some of that. So see how sometimes it pulls and then sometimes it doesn't. So I'll just take my poker and punch out a little bit, didn't come out of there. And then that's what I'm going to line up my lawn chair at the bottom. And that way I don't have to worry about putting glue on all those little spigots. Now I could have done it to the branch, but I decided I didn't want, there was a lot of wastage on that paper, so I didn't want to waste all my adhesive. So for my branch, I'm going to go ahead and use my fine tip. I'm going to tuck that, yeah, right there. I'm going to set this up here for a second and put my big block on the branch there. Now, I actually have stamped out the flowers already, just to save a little bit of time. And I stamped them with the Berry Burst and the powdered. And you can see here how the powdered pink even stamped on the powdered pink paper. So hopefully that. And then I had my dimensionals. Here they are. Now we do have some new mini dimensionals. I unfortunately just, my order hasn't, I don't have them yet. They are super cute, and they keep you from having to cut them. So they are a great thing to have. And there you go. That is the first one. You Make Me Smile. Now, for our second card, we're going to use, so the nice thing about this set is you have two different chairs. You have one that is a stamp and one that is a framelit. So I'm going to pull out. I found it easier to stamp the framelit first, then the chair. And I'm going to use the other flower. There's 3 flowers in this set. So and primarily use the berry. So I stamp the chair. And then I went ahead and off-stamped and then kind of lined it up in the middle. Now, since this one didn't have a cutout and I decided I wanted it cut out, I just went ahead and it's pretty easy to fussy cut. Just takes a quick second here. Boom, you got that cut out. And then I think while we're stamping, we will go ahead and I cut out our little drink. Pretty easy to stamp out there. And then flowers, I did a couple in the berry and a couple in the powdered pink. You could even offset if you wanted to, well, that one I didn't get lined up very well. Trying to go around this camera. Let's scoot it over a little bit. So you can lighten the tone. Actually, it doesn't matter which side, but sometimes the paper, when you're cutting, the edge is a little bit better on one side or the other. I don't like the way that one looks. You don't realize how hard it is sometimes the line. You can't see if you're not right over it. And bifocals do not help some days, I'll tell you. That's much better. I'm going to do 2 pinks. I don't know. I think I only have 3 on there, but I think I like the 2 lighter colors. So we'll see. I like to have extras just in case. You never know. Okay. That's all our stamping, I believe. So, move our stamp pieces there. Here is our white base, is 8.5 by 5.5. Of course, folded in half. Then I use the ombre blue, cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to use the lighter blue at the top to resemble the sky. So my thought here was that this would be like you were sitting on a deck. So I have a piece of the wood paper that I cut to look like a little deck. Oh, I taped it the wrong direction, so I'm going to hold that for a second. There's a scallop die. Oh, I did not cut these the right length. These are supposed to be cut at of them are cut right, but these two are not. Let me trim this a second. These are supposed to be cut at 5 1/4. So, but you should do it before you put this paper down, actually. Let me lift this up just a second. If you do it before you put the paper down, it's easier to trim the edge because you're not the paper, the glue's good. How many times have we all done this, huh? I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to waste my paper. Okay, so because what I'm going to do is offset the waves. So the bottom one is going to go down, and then the second one is going to be tucked under. Okay, maybe it'd be easier to do it this way. And then do the same thing with these. Except under. But this bottom one has to be lined up. So the bottom one has to be there. And then these are higher. Okay, now I can turn it over and trim the edges. Okay, I'm going to put some more tape since I took that off. This because I want to be extra careful. Okay, now alright, so this one's going to face this way because I put the tape on that side. I don't think I like it facing that way though. Oh well. Yep, I guess it's going to. So I have the deck going clear across. I'm going to put dimensionals on my chair. And I'm actually going to put 2 dimensionals on the top one because it's going to set above, it should set above the waves there. And I just dropped my little cup. I'm also going to pop him up. And I'm going to go ahead and put my So I didn't put the whole branch because I want yeah. So there's a little stamp in here that's like a bush of flowers. And it's a little difficult when stamping, I found, around that branch. So I had to kind of place my flowers because it doesn't want to stamp above the paper. So I put one thing of the dark and then filled in with the lighter flowers. And I didn't want these little solid things, so I'm trying to just ink where the flowers are at. Oh, there, I got a couple of the dots. Oh well. I guess so, maybe they're like cherry buds or something. All right, then take our dimensionals here. And then I went ahead and took the phrase, just breathe, which is one long sentence, but of course that wouldn't fit where I have it. So, you know, I did the unforeseen thing and I cut the stamp. And I think on this one I'm going to, because the joy of boo-boos, I think I will add, because I don't like that spot right there. There we go. Ha, I think that looks better. And I don't feel like my boo-boos are so noticeable now. Great. So there we go. That is, where did I just do it? The other card that we made. Oh, here we go. The 2 cards for this month's Sweet Treats. So again, thank you so much. If you'd like a catalog, welcome to my store at shannasweets.stampinup.net, and I'll be glad to send you one. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.